o'clock to 7 o'clock.
Or less, the InBody can break down your body weight into muscle, fat, and body water to give you a crystal clear image of your overall wellness. With this information, you can fine-tune your diet and exercise plans to improve your health. Over time, the InBody allows you to create lasting changes to your body composition, which means more health, more energy, and a better overall quality of life. The InBody uses advanced technology to determine your body.
You wanna do it right, you can do it right now. You can change your life. If you wanna do it right, you can do it right now. You wanna change your life. Zakiya Larry live in the building. You can change your life. Zakiya Larry live in the building. You can change your life.
Good morning. This is Zakiya Larry, and you are listening to Zakiya Larry Live. Let me tell you something. This is so amazing because this is my first show. Oh, my gosh. So if you are listening live on KYND 1520 AM, or if you are watching on our live stream, hey, welcome to the party. So let me tell you a little bit about me, because here's the thing. Yeah, why should you listen? I'm glad you asked. So listen, I've been in communications in some kind of way for 15 years. For me, it's all about not just telling great stories, but helping you to understand how your story unlocks who you are and unlocks your purpose. And that's a lot of what we're going to do with Zakiya Larry Live during our time together. This show is built to help you to understand who you are and take that very thing at your core and use it to recreate your life, recreate your career, even streamline your business. And you'll see exactly what I'm talking about in just a second. So today's show is all about how your past unlocks your purpose. It's just right in line with finding your core, and that's what I'm all about. Now, coming up on today's show, we have two incredibly special guests, and I'll just give you a little teaser. One of them is a model who's been with incredible agencies like Ford and Wilhelmina. Heard of them? I know, right? And this woman has turned into a CEO and travels globally with her company. And then also we have a celebrity who you know and love from some iconic films. And so that's going to be groundbreaking. And both of them are going to share different perspectives on their core and how their core helped them to become who they are today. And you'll be able to use their story as your own roadmap. And you'll learn a few things that you didn't know about them too. So that's going to be super cool. But here's the thing. I think that before we really jump into our guest and some things I have planned for you today to find your core, I think in order for you to really, really vibe with me during our time in the building here, it's only fair that you really get to know me. Beyond the resume, you need to know a little bit about my rap sheet. I say everybody has a resume and a rap sheet. And so here's the real for real. I'm the elevation strategist, award-winning PR director, 13 pageant titles, actually, over the course of my career. So I've always been about being in front, but helping people behind the scenes to get to their own in front, too. But a bit about me, I'm a writer. And I've been writing and speaking since elementary school. And as a matter of fact, I was on air in radio in Memphis, Tennessee when I was 16 years old. So this is part of my past, right? And yet today I'm standing here. So I'm showing you that your path and your destiny whispers to you along the way. So obviously working in communications before I could even really hold down a true 9-to-5, and transitioned into radio and TV as a producer on air. Here's where the shift came. I left traditional media and went into corporate communications. And so this is how my life has come full circle. Something obviously that happened in my childhood or early teens with me loving communications has led me to this day. And I got to tell you, it's deeper than passion, though. And kicking off this show, I think I should be really transparent, because transparency is really important for me, and that's what I ask of the guests, and that's what I ask of you when you're hanging out with me here with Zakiya Larry Live. I recently had a crazy health scare. And remember, your past unlocks your purpose. Your past unlocks your purpose. So this has a purpose. I had a health scare. And actually for almost 2 years, I was up and down and in and out of hospitals, diagnosed with 5 different things. 4 of those diagnoses people have died from. And that hit me because along the resume that I shared with you, this was part of my rap sheet. I was afraid that I was not going to be able to fulfill the rest of my purpose. And so I would push through when I had the energy, and I would push through when I had the chance. And I was on IV treatments every single day, less than 6 months ago, every single day. And I had to transition how I do my career. I had to transition how I do relationships. But I knew that at some point that my past would help create my purpose. Here's what that looked like. Yeah, I struggled. Yeah, in and out of the hospital. Yeah, IVs. I had a PICC line in my arm that went to my heart. That was only taken out in January of this year. So that's like yesterday. But here's how that helped unlock my purpose. I now am very passionate about helping people to heal, and helping people to heal by finding their core and understanding who they are at their core. It doesn't have to be a physical healing. It could be mental. It could be emotional. And because my past was so impactful, it unlocked that part of me. So I'm created to help heal and help you elevate. And so this show is going to allow us to do that together. And so I am so honored to share this time with you. And so as you can see, my why has never been the same. I may have started out thinking that I like communications, but now I do it because. Why? Because you have a story. You have something to heal. And I'm just part of the person to help you to do that. And, you know, I'll leave you with this really cool phrase that one of my mentors, Van Moody, says a lot. He says, your who is not your do. Remember resume and rap sheet. Who you are has very little to do with what you do. So if you find your core and you're able to start to heal from that place, you can change your do. Okay, so I want to set that scene for you that I'm all about your who and your why. And so when I talk to our guests today, I'm getting into who they are and their why behind choosing the fields that they're in. So I'm letting you know, Regina Fleming is going to be our model turned CEO. And then we have actor, celebrity, Darrin Henson. And so, by the way, since this is your show, I'm just hosting it. Make sure you jump into the chats on social media with me. My handle is at Zakiya Larry. I know you just met me, so Zakia is Zakiya, Larry, Larry. So I'm at Zakiya Larry. Use the hashtag ZLLive, and we're going to talk about parts of your past that you feel are unlocking your purpose. And so if you want to see what's happening inside of the studio, go to ZakiyaLarryLive.com go to ZakiyaLarry.com/live. See, I'm so excited. Go to ZakiyaLarry.com/live to watch this in person. And so coming up after the half hour, it's your chance to host the show. We're going to have a new segment called Here's the Thing. And whenever I say this phrase, you know it's time to use hashtag ZLLive and start answering the question that I'm going to pose. And also you can call and talk to me and talk to our guests as well. That number is 832-230-5592. 832-230-5592. So be sure that you tune in, you jump in, and you become part of the conversation. At Zakiya Larry, use hashtag ZLLive. Or if you want to stream, if you're not on social media right now and you just want to listen in the background as you get work done today, go to ZakiyaLarry.com/live. So I have a little secret here. I have a power team with me, and I want you to know who's here. We've got Victor and Ashley in the studio, some incredible interns, because they're finding out their core too. So understand that finding your core happens at every age and every stage to propel you into your next level. So when you use hashtag ZL Live, Victor and Ashley are going to let me know that, hey, this person is talking to you. I'm going to give you a shout out on air. So remember, I shared with you a little bit about my resume and rap sheet. I'm going to put a bow on this so that when you call me at 832-230-5592, you'll understand where we're going with this today together. What I didn't share with you, because you know sometimes we share the highlight reel. What I didn't tell you, and this is important because your past affects your present, your past unlocks your purpose, that my childhood really shaped where I am today. And I don't mean being on air. No. I literally mean having bounced back from the grips of crazy diagnoses, having had to transition careers because I wasn't able to stand long enough to even heat my food in the microwave. So how was I going to be a public relations director ripping and running along red carpets and at major events? All of this stuff shifted. But I realized that I was prepared for that shift because at the age of 6, now I'm going to rewind so that we can fast forward. At the age of 6, I remember having a really tough time living and being afraid in my household because of things that were happening between my parents. I remember that we got out of that situation and my mother remarried, and that very same stepdad that was so charming told me that I'm never going to be anything, that I'm not going to go anywhere. I could have internalized that. And I'm pretty sure for quite some time I did. I'm pretty sure that at some point something has happened in your life that impacted you. Some words hit you. People say sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can never hurt me. I disagree. Words are some of the most brutal, hurtful things that can happen. And so those words flooded over me at a very young age. And carrying that stuff on my back, life still happened. And you know about the sickness and the illness. And you know that, quite frankly, I'm still going through that because the PICC line in my arm was just removed in January. I'm sharing this for a very specific reason, and you'll understand this when you hear from our guests as well, that those things that hurt you help you to decide and determine what it is you want to fix for other people. So because words were so hurtful to me growing up, I decided that I wanted to use my voice to speak life. Because my body quit on me in the prime of what I considered to be my life and my career, I decided that I wanted to help other people who may be struggling physically and help give them tools and techniques and share my journey so that they bounce back. This applies to you. What hit you? What hurt you that made you say never again? By saying never again, that helps you to understand your purpose. Your purpose might be to help someone heal. Your purpose may be to help someone laugh because you never laughed. Your purpose may be to help someone get healthy because you know what it is to be sick. So nothing you have will be wasted. Understand that. And so with Zakiya Larry Live, we're going to find your core and do that together. And I think that you should know a bit about me. And so I'm glad that you're taking this journey with me. Remember, if anything is resonating, if you have something you want to say, if you have a journey that you want to share, because today we're talking how your past unlocks your purpose, go to @Zakiya Larry on all social media platforms and use hashtag ZL Live. And if you want to see what's going on inside of the studio, because we got a pretty sweet setup here, awesome setup at KYND, go to ZakiyaLarry.com/live. And remember, coming up next, I am going to be talking to Regina Fleming, a model turned CEO. And then later in the show, after the half hour, we're going to be talking to celebrity Darrin Henson. So you have got to stay there. So now let's get ready for some real life, real talk, real change. Hey, it's Zakiya Larry Live.
Zakiya Larry Live. Everybody has a past, so together we'll use all of it to unlock your purpose. It's about real life, real talk, real change. Welcome to Zakiya Larry Live.
KYND. It's about connection.
It's about community.
It's about empowerment.
It's about you.
The kind of talk that inspires change.
You have something special. You have greatness in you. Hello, my name is Les Brown. Here at KYND, you know, throughout my career, people always say, Les, I want to do what you do. I love to help people. I've got a story. Well, guess what? That's why I started the Les Brown Maximum Achievement Training Program. It will help you to gain the tools and knowledge to become a certified life coach, a public speaker, or a certified trainer. Learn the inside secrets on how to grow your brand and help others to become the best that they can be. Are you ready for a change in your life? Well, this is it. My friends here at KYND Radio will help you get started. You have something special. You've got greatness in you. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Are you ready to take action and change your future? Go to KYNDradio.com and click on the Les Brown banner.
The InBody is one of the world's most powerful and accurate body composition scales. In a minute or less, the InBody can break down your body weight into muscle, fat, and body water to give you a crystal clear image of your overall wellness. With this information, you can fine-tune your diet and exercise plans to improve your health. Over time, the InBody allows you to create lasting changes to your body composition, which means more health, more energy, and a better overall quality of life. The InBody uses advanced technology to determine your body composition. It passes a small electric current through your body to determine the amount of body water you have. This information is used to reveal your body fat percentage, one of the most important health metrics a person can learn about their body. Discovering your body fat percentage is simply the first step and only scratches the surface of what the InBody can tell you about your health. By independently analyzing your 5 body segments, which are both legs, both arms, and your trunk, an InBody test shows you your body fat and muscle levels for all sections of your body. Is your upper body stronger than your lower? Where do you store your body fat? By taking an InBody test, you'll get answers to these questions. But more importantly, by tracking the impact your diet and exercise have on your body, you'll discover a whole new way of thinking about your health.
Installment agreements, payment plans, liens, levies on your wages, bank account, and other IRS problems. Don't speak to the IRS yourself. Get professional representation. We also do income tax preparation. We don't promise you we will settle your tax debt for pennies on the dollar. The IRS is not giving away the bank. If you are serious about your IRS matter, call me. If we represent you, you generally never speak or meet with the IRS. Call for your free 15-minute phone consultation. I'm Roderick, and I want to take this burden off your hands. 713-862-4332, 713-862-4332. I'm Roderick, and let me help you with your tax issue.
From Willis to Waco.
On the air everywhere. Everywhere. The powerful 1520.
Zakiya Larry live in the building.
Hey, we are back with Zakiya Larry Live. We're in the building, and we're talking how your past unlocks your purpose. Basically, I'm proving that regardless of what you've been through, nothing at all will be wasted. People used to say that to me at church, and I was just like, okay, that's so cliche and kind of a little bit deep. But it is, right? Because once you go through something, Terrence, the board operator, is like, listen, he gets it too, and so I know you get it. That's why we need to have this conversation when we open the show. So just understand that whatever you need in life, you come standard with it, like standard equipment on a car, right? And so to that point, I'm gonna prove this to you. I am talking to a phenomenal woman, Regina Fleming. She is going to join us today on Zakiya Larry Live. Now, listen, Regina is an industry authority on beauty, health, and fitness. She's a former professional model and currently a marathon runner. Okay, we could really stop there, but she's traveled the world, and she's an award-winning professional photographer and a graduate of Fashion Institute of Technology and St. John's University. She loves to inspire and motivate women in life, business, and fitness. Listen, if you're not a woman, if you're a man, you're going to want to hear Regina Fleming because she'll give you the inside track on your woman and how she processes as well. So, Regina, hey, good morning.
Hey, good morning. Thank you for having me.
Oh, my goodness. Thank you so much for joining us on Zakiya Larry Live. So, Regina, you and I have had a chance to talk, but, you know, I know you have a very, let's say, varied past, right? I talked about the resume and the rap sheet. The rap sheet doesn't have to be negative. But, Regina, what I do know about you is before you became a model at some of the most incredible agencies, and we're going to talk about that, and before you became your own CEO and a photographer, you actually had a very interesting upbringing and something that impacted you when you were young.
Oh, yes. So when I was much younger, my father passed away suddenly, and that, of course, left my family devastated and left my mom to raise us, and there's 5 of us, and we're like stair steps. So, you know, that changes you financially. It changes you how you feel about life, to lose someone that you love. Right. And my mom, you know, when I think about it now, how absolutely strong she was then and she is now, she made sure that she covered us. She really, really covered us. She made sure that she gave us values that we could use then and we carry on with us now.
Right.
Besides what you have learned, you know, to be kind and to be generous and to be respectful. And she told us to be of service to others. And sometimes when you're going through things, you think it's always about you, but it's not. It's about what the experience that you have, where you might be able to touch someone else's life going forward because
so to
you
that
had
point,
that experience.
Regina, that's so powerful. You said it's not about you. You may be able to touch somebody else. So let's fast forward this timeline a little bit, because you shared how you were impacted by your father passing and you saw your mother's resilience. Well, now it's Regina's time. And now you're a young woman, you're entering the career field, but you didn't go straight to modeling. You tried a very varied career path. Why is that? Were you searching? Do you feel like you still had a little bit of that pain on your back?
Well, let me say this. I'm always searching, okay?
Ooh, I love that.
I will say this. I will say that one thing that my mother instilled in us, she said there's 3 things that she wanted us to do: go to school, go to church, and go to the library.
Okay.
So if anyone is listening who grew up with me, and I grew up in New York City, I'm a native New Yorker, they know that you would see the 6 of us walking down the street pulling a shopping cart back in the day with library books.
Nice.
Okay, we read all the time. We were those kids. We read all kinds of books. And, you know, it was a lot of knowledge that went through the family. And we were also the kids that had perfect attendance in school. So
I love
all
it.
of that, yeah. So my mother she was great. So when I started my first job, I was 14, and I remember working at a hospital in the town where I lived, and I worked in a department called utilization, which is where they look at medical records. And every day I came to work, I'm surrounded by files, and I'm surrounded by grown-ups who were unhappy.
Wow.
And I said, it was subliminal. It was like, okay, being a grown-up means you're going to be unhappy, you're doing things you hate. And I put that in my head that I never wanted to do things where I felt that I hated.
So then what did you do? You never wanted to do things you hated. So then how did you break out of that?
Well, I saw it. I never got into it. That's how I broke out. I made it active. I was serious. I was like, I'm going to make choices to do things that I'm passionate about, to do things that I know that will benefit myself and others, and to do things that made me happy. So when after I graduated from college, and I was at a girlfriend's house and met these women one day. I walked in her home and saw these beautiful, well-poised women. I said, who are you? And they said, we're flight attendants. Within a month, I'd become a flight attendant.
Wow.
I mean, my mother was like, what? You just graduated from college. But I did, and I loved it. I loved that the places I'd read about in books I was now able to travel to. I loved that I was able to meet new people. And I love I didn't have the same 9 to 5. For me, I didn't want that. I wanted this excitement. I wanted to see new things and have new experiences.
So, Regina, is it then fair to say, because your past affects your present and your future, right? So is it fair to say that because of the loss and seeing your mother really fight for the five of you, and then being in an environment where you saw adults hating their job, it awakened your core, and at your core, you're resilient, and at your core, you're creative. Is that fair to say?
It's fair to say.
Okay.
It's fair to say, and I'd like to add to that. And I would like to say that because my mom also made us feel that, she never made us feel that we couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
She made us feel that we could do everything. And I think that people, even now, for myself, if it's been done, I can do it.
Wow.
If it hasn't been done, I can do it.
Right.
You know, when I decided to start running marathons, believe you me, I was not 20 years old. It's just been a couple of years, but I saw other people running. I saw people older than me running. I said, hey, if they can do this, I can do this. But one thing my mother always said was, she said, we may not have a lot of money, but God has given you a brain, and now you put that to use.
That reminds me of a story that I tell about my mom. I asked her one day, I said, you know, Mom, am I pretty? Because the boys in elementary school were making a list and passing it around. You know, foolery girl. I said, Mom, am I pretty? She said, you're smart. And even though I never got the answer to that question, that I was like, okay. No, but that awakened something in me as well, Regina. So, and for the women listening, please hear Regina when she's standing in her intellect. So to that point, Regina, you're standing in your intellect. Your mother let you know that you have the brain power. And you also became a model, so it's safe to say that you have incredible bone structure. Okay. Talk to us.
Again,
how did that fit?
From her. That was from her.
Thanks, Mom.
You know what?
Thanks, Regina's mom.
Thanks, Mom. So, you know, it's interesting because this is again, resilience. My modeling card, when I was with Wilhelmina, my modeling card said I was 5'6".
Okay.
Right?
All right.
And that's with a good heel on.
Yes.
Okay? It is very hard, and I live in New York, it's very hard to, quote, unquote, to be a model in New York City. And I was turned down as many times as I was accepted. But the resilience of not stopping and believing that I could do this, in my head, it's like, and why wouldn't I be able to do this? Other people can walk down a runway. I thought I could walk down a runway pretty well. And I became one of the shortest models at Wilhelmina who was on their runway board. I was also on their commercial board, but I've done countless amounts of fashion shows, but it was resilience because, listen, there's nothing harder than you're walking in a room full of 10 people and they're judging how you look.
Wow.
Oh, she's not tall enough. She's not pretty enough. Her nose is too short. No, her arms are too long. That's one of the hardest things that you could ever do. And you need resilience, and you also need confidence to know that no matter what they said, like I knew who I was.
Right.
Like I knew whose I was, and I knew what he said about me, right? The Lord says how I'm wonderfully made. I had to stand on that.
Right.
Because if not, you would lose your mind. If someone says, cut your hair short, wear your hair long, you know, you're this, you're that. You have to know who you are, and you have to hold that as your truth.
So, Regina, you have to know who you are, hold that as your truth. Profound. I love it. And you said it's not about you. So even though all of that came pouring down on you and you had a successful career, you were able to flip that and now help women as a CEO. I want to explore what's unique about your photography service when women sit down, because that unlocks the why behind where you are. Tell us a little bit about that.
So I'll say this. When I first started modeling, back in the day, they didn't have the internet like they have the internet now. I had to go to a library and check out a book on, like, how to model. You know what I mean? Like, how did you know how to model? But I understood that when I didn't have a photographer who was willing to guide me, how uncomfortable it felt.
Right.
So I know any woman who sits in front of me, most of the time she is uncomfortable.
Okay.
Once I get over that feeling, most women sit down, and right away, we women, listen women, right away we attack ourselves. So a lot of women sit in front of me, and right away they say, oh, can you make me look slimmer? Or I never liked my thighs. I never liked my eyes. I never liked the way this. I have to work with them and say, honey, you are gorgeous.
Wow.
You are phenomenal. You are sitting here, and you have everything you need to give me a great photo, and I have the ability to take a phenomenal photo. So it is like pulling from what's inside, outside, self-love and self-care, there's nothing wrong with that, ladies. It is okay to love yourself in a healthy way. And if you find something that you say, hey, I need to change, then change it.
Right.
But don't waste your energy and your time, not loving yourself because you see a flaw that other people may love.
Right.
Love,
right.
love. And because I've been in front of the camera, I'm able to see right away everything in you that you need to show to other people.
And I love that you empower before you even take that first shot. So, Regina, we're going to wrap this up. If you'll just tell us really quickly your website and how to get in touch with you to get this empowered photo from a model who's resilient at her core.
So the website is www.reginafleming, and Fleming has one M, photography.com, reginafleming.photography.com. And my email is regina@reginaflemingphotography.com. And another thing I just wanted to say was that I started an online community for lifestyle where people can talk and we women can get together and empower each other. And that's www.rfwoman.com. And that's woman, WOMAN. And I'd like to thank WEG Media and you and Charles for putting this together because it was wonderful.
Awesome.
And I hope my words touch people that need to be touched.
For sure. Thank you so much, Regina. Regina Fleming. And we're here with Zakiya Larry live. Stay tuned.
Hey, go refresh your coffee or send that quick email and come right back. There's more coming up next on Zakiya Larry Live.
And we have Laura Williams with Volkswagen of the Woodlands. Laura, go ahead.
You have something special. You have greatness in you. Hello, my name is Les Brown here at KYND. Throughout my career, people always say, Les, I want to do what you do. I love to help people. I've got a story. Well, guess what? That's why I started the Les Brown Maximum Achievement Training Program. It will help you to gain the tools and knowledge to become a certified life coach, a public speaker, or a certified trainer. Learn the inside secrets on how to grow your brand and help others to become the best that they can be. Are you ready for a change in your life? Well, this is it. My friends here at KYND Radio will help you get started. You have something special. You've got greatness in you. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Are you ready to take action and change your future? Go to KYNDradio.com and click on the Les Brown banner.
The InBody is one of the world's most powerful and accurate body composition scales. In a minute or less, the InBody can break down your body weight into muscle, fat, and body water to give you a crystal clear image of your overall wellness. With this information, you can fine-tune your diet and exercise plans to improve your health. Over time, the InBody allows you to create lasting changes to your body composition, which means more health, more energy, and a better overall quality of life. The InBody uses advanced technology to determine your body composition. It passes a small electric current through your body to determine the amount of body water you have. This information is used to reveal your body fat percentage, one of the most important health metrics a person can learn about their body. Discovering your body fat percentage is simply the first step and only scratches the surface of what the InBody can tell you about your health. By independently analyzing your 5 body segments, which are both legs, both arms, and your trunk, an InBody test shows you your body fat and muscle levels for all sections of your body. Is your upper body stronger than your lower? Where do you store your body fat? By taking an InBody test, you'll get answers to these questions. But more importantly, by tracking the impact your diet and exercise have on your body, you'll discover a whole new way of thinking about your health. With a line of professional models, there's an InBody for every organization that seeks to help its members improve their health. Want to find out which InBody is right for you? Visit us online at www.inbody.com.
$1520. KYND.
Hey, it's your elevation strategist, Zakiya Larry, and you're listening to Zakiya Larry live on KYND 1520 AM.
Zakiya Larry live in the building.
Hey, we just talked to Regina Fleming, a model turned empowerment photographer. I think I just made up a genre because, well, actually, Regina made it up. I made up the words. Regina created this experience for her clients. And so thank you so much to Regina Fleming for joining us on Zakiya Larry Live. So if you're just tuning in, here's what we're talking about. Everybody has a different story. And I also acknowledge that at whatever level, we've all experienced some kind of pain. And let me just say, pain doesn't have to equal trauma. Regina shared with us that it was obviously traumatic that she lost her father, and she saw her mother be so strong and so resilient, and that really helped flow into who she is today and how she empowers other women. But maybe you haven't experienced trauma. Understand that whatever you've gone through still propels you into your purpose. And I call it trading war stories. You don't have to have trauma to acknowledge that you're hurting or that you've been in pain. And that's why I call it trading war stories. You ever had one of those friends that you call up and you say, oh my gosh, like my stomach is hurting. And then your friend is like, I don't even have a stomach. And then yesterday my leg fell off and oh my God, like, are we competing on who's the most broke down? Like, what? What are you talking? So that's trading war stories. I'm going to one up you on how jacked up I feel or how jacked up my life is. And that's something that I am intent on never doing. And that's definitely something that we're not going to do as a family with Zakiya Larry Live. I don't want to trade war stories. My pain is my pain. Your pain is your pain. We don't stack it against each other. So what hurt you? And look at that and determine that that's something that can help drive you, be it the loss of a pet, be it a health crisis. Whatever hurts you can help propel you into your purpose because it creates your why. Why do I do this? Because I want people to feel better because I am so used to feeling crummy. So take a look at your why. That's part of unlocking your core to get to your purpose. And that's why I'm here. A lot of people talk about you find your purpose if you follow your passion. And hey, that's the standard right now, and I get that. But let me just say, to me, this is my philosophy, and here on Zakiya Larry Live, we are open to different opinions. I do not believe for a second that you find your purpose by following your passion. Have you heard that, Victor, Ashley? We got Victor and Ashley in the studio, our interns today. Have you heard that you find your purpose if you follow your passion? Yeah. Yeah, they're like, yeah, they're nodding. Well, here's my thing. I think passions change, you know? And I say this to anybody, male, female, who's listening. If you don't think passions change, let me give a real quick example. Raise your hand at your desk or in your car if you have ever been in love. I mean, just madly in love. We got hands going up in the studio. Now, keep your hand raised if you're no longer with that person and they're your ex. Okay, so the hand should go, oh, the hand went up higher. Wait a minute, Victor, do you need to be on the mic? Do you need to? But that's my point. We can be incredibly passionate and incredibly ingrained, but that passion will fade. That passion will change. What is it that sustains you after that passion fades? That will come from your core. That will be your why. And I'm going to tell you something. If you're not living out of your core, you are wasting time and money, and you're wasting a big part of your life. And I know that for sure because on my rap sheet, I stayed in university at Texas Southern University in Houston, Texas. Go Tigers. I stayed there a whole extra year because, remember, I opened up telling you I was born a communicator. But I went to undergrad on full scholarship for chemistry. See, I was good at it, and my mom wanted a doctor, and I was passionate about academics. But that wasn't my core. So I spent those people's scholarship money in a spot for a student who should have been there because I wasn't living out of my core. So when you're not in your core, you're blocking someone else's spot and blessing, number one, and you're wasting time and money and adding years to reaching where you're really supposed to be. So that's why I'm so passionate about that. Listen, what's at your core? Are you starting to find your purpose, or do you want to go through it together? Give me a call in the studio at 832-230-5592. Remember, this is your show. I just happen to be hosting it. So we are going to start our new segment called Here's the Thing. Okay, so during Here's the Thing, I ask you a question. And you can call in at 832-230-5592 and answer that question live on the air. So this is your time to host and get your shout out. But then also, you can use hashtag ZLLive on social media. All right, you ready? You ready, guys? Victor, Ashley, you ready? See what our hosts are going to be talking about. All right, here's the thing. I need to know, what's your why? My why is I don't want people hurting. So that's why I do what I do. That's part of why I'm here today. What's your why? And we have a caller from Atlanta. We got Candace on the line from Atlanta. Are you there?
Hey, yes, this is Candace.
Hey, good morning, Candace. Listen, we're talking, what's your why? We're in our segment, Here's the Thing. So do you want to address the question, what's your why? Or do you have something that you want to share from what you've heard so far during the show?
Well, my why is I was raised in a middle-class broke family, and my mom and dad didn't know if they had any money saved up for college. And so now I was so blessed to go to college and receive 3 college degrees. Mm-hmm. So my why stemmed from my problem. And my why now is to help other individuals, young men, to go to school, to help families to go to school absolutely free.
Wow.
So that's my why, and it stemmed from me being raised in a middle-class broke family, not really knowing where the money was going to come from for college.
Right. And so how do you help those students do that? How do you help them not have to experience what you experienced if they want to go to college?
Well, I help them specifically, number one, by speaking at schools and at colleges. And I also have a program called payforcollegenow.com,
okay,
where I train students and parents on what to look for scholarships. I show them the 7 places to locate scholarships and how to land those scholarships. So I do all of that over at my website, payforcollegenow.com.
Wow. Candace, that is so powerful. Thank you so much for sharing and joining in during Here's the Thing, answering the question, what's your why? So thank you so much, Candace. And on social media, we have Nikki Reese. She said self-love is a must. So Nikki knows something about needing to love yourself. And so I'm pretty sure she helped spread that message as part of her why. So here's the thing. Your pain helps unlock your purpose because it gives you a reason to get up in the morning and to help someone else to not go through what you're going through. It gives you that moment where you say, never again. Thank you for sharing Here's Your Why and jumping in on Here's the Thing. And when we come back, we are talking to celebrity Darrin Henson. You got to stay tuned to Zakiya Larry Live.
Zakiya Larry live in the
Do you want to weigh in on the conversation? Grab your phone and lock us in. 832-230-5592. The phone lines are open and we're waiting to hear from you.
Are you ready to separate yourself from the herd and make a powerful first impression with your brand that your customers will never forget? Something so cool and unique that you stand out immediately? The Ivy League shop has created the ultimate custom shirt for your company. Imagine a beautiful custom-tailored shirt with your company logo or organization's name perfectly blended on the inner cuff and collar. You can choose any color or style. The Ivy League shop brings your designs to life and creates a brand impression that your customers will never forget. Learn more at the ivyleaguemensshop.com or call 832-559-1155. That's 832-559-1155. We are veteran-owned and operated. Special discounts for veterans or mention KYND Radio and get a 10% discount.
You have something special. You have greatness in you. Hello, my name is Les Brown here at KYND. You know, throughout my career, people always say, Les, I want to do what you do. I love to help people. I've got a story. Well, guess what? That's why I started the Les Brown Maximum Achievement Training Program. It will help you to gain the tools and knowledge to become a certified life coach, a public speaker, or a certified trainer. Learn the inside secrets on how to grow your brand and help others to become the best that they can be. Are you ready for a change in your life? Well, this is it. My friends here at KYND Radio will help you get started. You have something special. You've got greatness in you. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Are you ready to take action and change your future? Go to KYNDradio.com and click on the Les Brown banner.
The InBody is one of the world's most powerful and accurate body composition scales. In a minute or less, the InBody can break down your body weight into muscle, fat, and body water to give you a crystal clear image of your overall wellness. With this information, you can fine-tune your diet and exercise plans to improve your health. Over time, the InBody allows you to create lasting changes to your body composition, which means more health, more energy.
Bring to Sugarland. On the air everywhere. Everywhere. The powerful 1520.
Hey, it's your elevation strategist, Zakiya Larry, and you're listening to Zakiya Larry Live on KYND 1520 AM.
Zakiya Larry live in the building.
Hey there, so you know where you are, and I'm happy that you are here with us in the building. So today we're talking about how your past unlocks your purpose. We talked to Regina Fleming, who's a model turned CEO who empowers women through how she does photography. And then also we just had our fun segment with you guys as the host because it's your show. I'm just running it from the mic right now. So we talked during Here's the Thing about what's your why? That was the question I posed. And so you guys chimed in on social media and also called in. If you still want to chit chat, make sure you use hashtag ZLLive to be a part of the conversation, of your conversation. And then also the studio number is 832-230-5592. So you can call in and be a part of this. So listen, you just heard when we were coming back from the show that I am the elevation strategist. You already know enough about me. You know, I'm your big sister here. But as an elevation strategist by trade, I elevate brands, moods, and ideas. And I do that through strategic public relations and also through keynote speaking and through platforms like this, communicating and helping you to get to where you want to be and helping you to unlock your purpose, even if it comes from pain. And so a big part of this show is to explore the person behind the personality. It's not about what movie, what book, what project you have coming up, what's your company. Yeah, that's a part of it. But I want to talk about the person behind it because that drives how you do business, who you do business with. And so to that point, the next interview is a new perspective on what drives us to do what we do, what drives us to become who we are. We are talking to actor, choreographer from Soul Food, and oh gosh, you know I'm not even going to go down because you're going to hear it in just a second. We have Darrin Henson. Hey there, you're listening to Zakiya Larry Live right here on KYND 1520. I am sitting here with the Darrin Henson. And here's the thing, I'm not even going to talk about his resume right now because you know this show is about the person behind the personality. And so, Darrin, thank you for joining us.
It's good to be here.
Darrin, you know what? For the sake of some people listening, it's only fair that we share some of your accomplishments. But here's my first question. Behind everything that you've been able to do, working with Michael Jackson, working with Prince, tell me your why. You could have chosen to be anything and do anything, but the entertainment, the arts, that's your path. Why?
It speaks for me. It's a physical and mental way to communicate with people, and it fills me. It fulfills my need. And dance, acting, and the discovery through reading and directing and producing does that for me.
You said something interesting. You said it feeds your need. Talk to us a little bit about what that need is, because I know needs drive a large part of what we do in our lives.
Yes, there's a great need to communicate. There's a great need to evolve. There's a great need to change what I presently see in society, and that's my way to do it. That's my way of communication, performance.
Where did that need come from? Is it that when you were a child, maybe you did not see folks being healed, you did not feel heard? Where did that come from? Talk to us about the heart of Darrin.
I think it resonated from a child. I think everyone's need does, but it's profound in me. But yeah, I think we are a collective of all of the things that we see and experience growing up.
So let's fast forward some. We understand your why, but what people may not know is you are a killer speaker, a very true intellectual. Where did that come from? Is that something that you have always been? Is that new? Is that an evolution?
I've always desired to speak in front of audiences or perform in front of audiences, and I enjoyed reading and studying books. And I think through the process of the information that was provided to me in books afforded me the opportunity to satisfy the need to assist people, because in the books I found that there was a great need of education, learning how to be prosperous, learning how to grow. And because I think I took on and take on that information, it affords me the opportunity to redistribute that information to people.
So you talked a lot about information and reading. Very cerebral you are. Do people kind of find that to be anti-stereotypical of an actor? I think right now we see the glitz and the glamour. Are people surprised when they encounter this part of you?
People are consistently surprised because
Wow.
they only know me from the television series or movies. So when they actually hear me speak, they get taken back some. And
What does that feel like? How do you process their reaction?
I don't get caught up in it.
Yeah.
I just do what I'm meant to do. I do what I intentionally am there to do and purposeful with that. So their reactions or responses are their own, but I think they soon get past it when they get back to the curriculum, because it's not about me.
Right. So as we wrap this up, Darrin, tell me something that a lot of people may not know about you that drives you.
Change. Change drives me. Knowing that something is growing or has become better or different because of me in a positive, expansive way. Right. Knowing that I can make a difference and that I do make a difference. That unfolding and that consistent birthing is contagious.
Powerful. Can you tell us how we can stay in touch with you and support your movement and your books? Just give us a way to fully connect with Darrin, the intellectual, the speaker, the artist, the choreographer.
My telephone number is, my Instagram is I am Darrin D. Henson. My Twitter is Mr. D. Hen, and my Facebook is Darrin DeWitt Henson, and my website is very simply DarrinHenson.com. The book is called Ain't That the Truth? The other book is Intimate Thoughts and the Spirit of Change.
Oh, wait a minute. I think we're going to have to talk about that at another point. Yeah. See? Layers. It's all about layers. And guys, we talk about coming from your core. And Darrin, you're an incredible example of that. So thank you for joining us today.
You're welcome. Thank you for doing the interview.
Zakiya Larry live in the building.
Wow. So a new perspective on finding your core. We have been talking today about how your past helps unlock your purpose. Your purpose comes from your core. But Darrin just showed us that also we're driven by a need to be seen, a need to be heard, a need to communicate. So a lot of that also helps propel you into your purpose and into your future. So that was incredibly compelling. So I'm so appreciative of our guests today, Regina Fleming and Darrin Henson. So make sure that you go on social media, follow these incredible folks, and keep up with what they're doing. So this has been like a great first show, right? Nothing blew up, the mics worked, my feet don't hurt. I've been standing up, I'm feeling it. So I'm hoping this helped power your Monday. So here's the goal. Let's make a pact. At some point, as a family, we got to start liking Mondays, y'all. Like, everybody wants to love on Fridays, and then everybody wants to punch Monday in the face. So you know what? So together, we are going to start to love Mondays, and your Mondays are going to never be the same because, you're going to elevate your week with me right here at Zakiya Larry Live. Remember, this is your show. I'm just hosting it in the studio, so make sure that you're using hashtag ZLLive to communicate, and then you can also call in. And so I just got to share this. I love surprises. I tell people that I can be a little extra at times, so indulge me. Whenever people stop by, Zakiya Larry Live is in the building. So whenever people come by my home, be it my physical one or the one right here on Mondays, I like to give gifts. I just like giving away stuff because typically I don't have groceries. So I'm not going to feed you, so you might as well just get something else real cool, right? So make sure you go to zakiyalary.com/live and get your free gift, because I just want to say thank you for listening for this very first show. It's a celebration. I'm so super excited. And that's my thank you for elevating your week with me, zakiyalary.com/live, and click a little button there to get your free gift. And remember, you're going to continue to get to know me. I am at Zakiya Larry, and chat with me and your fellow hosts from all over the country. You guys are out here. Use hashtag ZLLive. And I got to tell you, I want to give a very special thank you to some people that are near and dear to my heart for making this moment happen. And if you know these people, shout them out on social media, or you can become part of the people I shout out. Listen, thank you so much to running alongside me and co-producing WEG Media Group, also Ray J. Pope. The incredible voice you hear in the custom jingle, that is superstar Tamaya J. I bet you know her. Used to sing background for Erica Campbell. She's now at the top of the charts with her own single. Incredible. Special thank you and shout out to Synassist, run by Cynthia Dixon. Special shout out to Karen Yuri Wilson, and special shout out to Victor and Ashley, who have been running point and keeping time and making sure that I am here on the board so that you guys are hosting this show. So listen, no matter your gender or age, life hurts. I've been there. But before I go, let me give you a 1-minute elevate. Here's what I'm sure of. You are made of the same elements as the mountains, the oceans, and the stars. So no matter what level you think you're on, you are standing on the shoulders of giants. Let nothing distract you this week, and remind yourself that you come ready-made with what you need to change your life. So let's hang out again next week. It's Zakiya Larry Live in the building.
KYND 1520, KYNDradio.com.